just wanted to ask you all a question. Why are you arguing for more? Why are you arguing for more? Maybe you personally aren't arguing for more, but I see many people doing it. What are they arguing for? They're arguing that people should be paying more tax. They're arguing that billionaires don't pay enough tax and they should be paying more. But when you look at it in percentages-wise, billionaires probably pay a shitload more tax than the average person. And that's simply because they've got more money, right? That's just the case of it. I want you to consider, why would you continue to argue that we should be paying more? Why are you not instead asking the questions, how is it that billionaires, millionaires, people that understand the fiscal system, why is it that they are able to pay less tax than you? Why is it that they're able to minimize their tax? Now, if you ask me, my opinion, taxation is theft, 100%. They tell you that you have to pay it by threat of, we're going to take your home, we're going to take your car, we're going to put you in jail if you don't pay it. That's a threat. So therefore, that is violence. So they're saying that you must, it's extortion at best, but it's theft. So it should be your duty to work out exactly how you can minimize what you spend on tax. Taxation is actually a relatively new thing, and I've spoken about this before ad nauseum. It was introduced to pay for the wars. This constant tax that we have now was introduced to pay for the wars, and many excises like fuel excise, road tax, all of those sorts of things were introduced for a temporary period of time, undefined, that turned out to be, well, permanent, didn't they? In Australia alone, I think by the time you work it out, it's 65 cents out of every dollar gets taxed in some way, whether it's your income tax, whether it's GST, whether it's road user tax, or anything like that. I mean, it shits me to tears. We get taxed more than half of our income, and people think that that's okay and that's normal. It's not fucking normal. That's what a tyrant does. That's what somebody standing over you does. So instead of arguing that those people should be paying more than their fair share, I guarantee they pay more than you probably ever will in a lifetime, unless, of course, you are one of those people. And if you are, congratulations, good on you. Show people how to do it. There's plenty of people out there that will show you exactly how to minimize that. There are plenty of strategies in which you can do it, but stop arguing that you should be freaking paying more. Stop arguing that they should be paying more. Start asking the questions, okay, if they're not paying more, if they're only paying 5%, 10%, how are they doing that? How are they able to sustain their life? Elon Musk is a really great example. Now, whether you like him or hate him, it doesn't matter. It's totally irrelevant. If you think about it, he is the chairman of Tesla Motors, and he does not draw a salary. Why not? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to draw a salary. Why doesn't he need to draw a salary? Because he takes his rewards in form of stock options. So if he's got I'm using an arbitrary figure. Let's say he's got $50 million worth of stock options. It'll be more than that, but let's say that's an arbitrary figure. $50 million worth of stock options, he can then loan against that. Now, he won't be able to loan 100% of it, but he might be able to loan 50% of it. It's okay. So if he's got 50 million, he can loan 25 million. So he now loans 25 million. He's borrowed 25 million at an interest rate of, say, 2.3%, because it's a lot of money, and he's got influence and sway, so he's negotiated a good deal. So he's now borrowed 25 million at 2.5%, but his yields, his dividends on his stock options give him 6% per annum. Is he up or down? He's up, right? If he's paying 2.5%, he's up 3.5% in his yield. But here's the kicker. He doesn't pay any tax on that, because it's all borrowings. You don't pay tax on what you borrow. And see, this is what the wealthy understand that the poor don't. There's good debt and there's bad debt. Unfortunately, the people that are in the rat race have only been taught about the bad debt. Only been taught that, oh, you should go out and you should get yourself a house and you should mortgage yourself to the eyeballs so that, you can live the dream. What a crock of shit. Absolutely use it to your advantage, but that shouldn't be the be-all and end-all. People start on the right path and then they get scared, they get frozen. Part of that is because of the media and the way they beat it up and they say, hey, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Hey, Gary Ryan, I hope you're well, brother. Hey, Mark, I hope you're well. See you there, Daph. What you need to do is start thinking for yourself and start educating yourself as to how that all works. Because I guarantee you, when you do, you realise that you've been ripped off and scammed. Maybe you already realise you've been ripped off and scammed. Well, if you're pissed off, good. Do something about it. Step up. Change the way you look at it. Change the way you start managing your finances. Now, this isn't financial advice, by the way. I'm not licensed to give so, but look at that. That's another freaking racket in and of itself. You have to have a license to be able to tell people what they should do with their money. And most of those people that are licensed, I say not all, there's always an exception, but most of those people that are licensed are pushing a product, the product they're going to get the best commission off. That's not in your best interest. That's in their pocket's best interest. They don't give a shit about you. Some of them might. So this isn't a blanket statement for all of them. But the best thing you can do for yourself is to educate yourself as to how and why. Why are they able to do that? How are they able to do that? Stop arguing that you should be paying more and they should be paying more. None of us should be fucking paying any of it. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. Hope you've had a good morning, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day, guys. Ka kite anō.